What's going on, y'all? It's KP bringing out a brand new video for guys today. Now in today's video I will be giving away the top 5 best loadouts to ever use inside Warzone as a whole caldera rebirth. No matter what you're using, this is the best class setups to actually use. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you hit the notification bell to never miss a video when I post or upload. And if you want another top 5, make sure you comment down below when, where, and I'll do it. I'm out. Enjoy the class setups. Peace. So for the first class setup, we basically got the MP40. Now the MP40 has been like a most used gun ever, and even inside Rebirth Island and on anything, this gun has been overpowered and never been dropped out in the meta. This gun is one of the best guns in my opinion as of right now. Now for the muzzle, make sure you put in a recoil booster, and the reason why I'm saying the recoil booster is because self-explanatory. The recoil booster actually adds fire rate, and if you are playing against somebody with fire rate, sometimes you are at a disadvantage depending on the gun that they're using. Like if they're using the Tommy, go to the PPSH with fire rate, and they are able to run up on you, and you already know how that go. The PPSH is Tommy gun, like rate of fire is absolutely crazy, so I recommend y'all putting on the recoil booster. For the barrel, make sure you put on the first barrel opposite. For the optic, make sure you put on the crucianic. I like more of a close iron sight. You can also put on the crucianic one end or the niter or the slave reflector. For the stock, make sure you put on the crucianic 33M folding. And the reason why I'm saying 33M folding is because this is the best one for movement speed without having a crazy penalty in that you fire recoil. But for the perk, this is why we put on that attachment. We have on braced and that you firing shots plus, so that just counts to that. For the perk 2, make sure you put on sprint speed, because you already know who don't like running faster around Rebirth and Caldera. For the red grip, I put on leather grip, and the reason I'm saying that because the aim stability and ADS time. For the ammunition, you can use incendiary rounds. I see a lot of people use incendiary rounds, etc. But I just put on LinkedIn because this is SMG, and I'm always at a point to where like I need to shoot somewhere. For the magazine, this is all personal preference in terms of how much ammo you need. But I do like having more movement speed and fire, and like I really don't have no problem with bullet velocity or damage, just because I'm always in somebody's face. I'm never not really anywhere far. I'm just always in somebody's face. So bullet velocity, that's automatically counted just by the LinkedIn. Only that goes down the damage and the bullet penetration, but the fire actually counted that. Let's get straight up to the next gun. Now the next gun we got is one of the most used guns I see people actually picking up and using. They actually have been looking for the right STG class setup. This STG class setup I even uploaded like a few weeks ago. Absolutely slaps. As long as you are able to hit your shots, absolutely slaps. One gun barrel. Make sure you put this on. The reason why I'm saying put this on, I mean you can also run cover, but put this on specifically because of the accuracy. I don't want any type of bloom going on, so I just put that on. For the magazine, make sure you put on a 60-round mag because we are using this as an AR, not an SMG. Make sure you put on LinkedIn. For the bullet velocity, make sure your bullets connect 8 times faster. For the red grade, make sure you put on a polymer, and the reason I'm saying that because of the flinch resistance. We always, like I said, AR build makes you strong. Now for the perk, I mean, this is all personal preference. You can put on focus when you get in hand. I usually be using focus, but I know it would be some predicaments to where all I could do is just drop shot and hope for the best. But this does lower the recoil, so to play it safe, I recommend y'all putting on the focus. For the perk 2, make sure you put on fully loaded because they like being stingy with the AR ammo. For the stock, make sure you put on the BDD 334S weighted, and the reason I'm saying that because it adds recoil control, flinch resistance, and aim stability plus accuracy, and it just lowers the movement speed and ADS time. Like we don't really need that. For the optic, make sure you put on the 2.5 and on. I'm pretty sure it's one of these. Is one of these. That's actually crazy. It's another one that's crazy, but I'll make another video about that. But make sure you just put on the 2.5. For the barrel, make sure you put on the VDD 760 MM05B. And the reason I'm saying that is the same thing as the MP40. It lowers the recoil as much as possible. For the muzzle, make sure you put on the MX silencer. And the reason I'm saying that is because I mean, it's self-explanatory. You can't put on an F8 stabilizer for the more accuracy and damage range. But I just put on this because, I like my guns to be silenced. I like my guns to be very silenced, especially if I'm using it far away. And as an AR, I like my guns to be silenced. That's pretty much it for this gun. Let's get straight up to the next gun. Now for the third class setup, I mean, this is all self-explanatory. I already see what's on your screen right now. I don't really gotta say too much. But the double barrel never got nerfed. I don't know why I keep listening to the devs. Just because they say it, they got nerfed and haven't gotten nerfed. So this is the double barrel class setup. I'm going to be explaining it one by one, so that way y'all understand what I'm talking about. For the stock, make sure you put on the remove stock. And the reason why I'm saying put on the remove stock out of all the other stocks is because the remove stock as a whole just adds so much movement speed, so much movement speed, so much movement speed, so much movement speed to get across the map, especially to outrun people, tracking people trying to track. And for the muzzle, make sure you put on the M97 for the tighter, the tighter pellet spread. We don't want our pellets going all over the place. We want them to just, you just stay center. For the sword off, make sure you put on, for the barrel, make sure you put on the sword off. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the damage, the movement speed, and the wider pellet spread. It's sort of like, I don't know how to fully explain it. It sort of just counters everything. And then for the magazine, make sure you put on a double alt for the damage range. The pellets just take away the pellets as a whole, but the damage range is absolutely crazy. For the ammunition, make sure you put on the buck and slug. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's just 2 shots. It's just 2 strong shots, 2 strong overpowered shots, and it's over. This have yet to get nerfed. For the red grip, make sure you put on the fabric grip. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the sprint to fire time and the hip fire accuracy. And then for the perks, I have on a camo which lowers a damage a little bit. That don't really matter. Like, we at close range. What I'm gonna do? Close range is still getting hit by these. And then for the perk 2, make sure you put on the sprint speed. Now let's get straight up into the 4th class setup. Shot don't down them. But for the muzzle, make sure you put on the model suppressor. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the sound suppressor, we are using a sniper. There's no point in using a sniper. You don't have a suppressor on it. The moment you snipe, everybody gonna know where you at. And then the damage range is self-explanatory to do more damage, for further ranges. For the barrel, this is all self-explanatory. Now I usually will run like one of these something to add a little bit more mobility, but I just realized that that really don't matter at this point because the mobility is just crazy. But you can also put it at 25.1, but I just like to shoot people across the map, so that's why I just like the extra bullet range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. And then for the laser, make sure you put on the attack laser. And the reason why I'm saying attack laser is because attack laser actually has like ADS speed, aim stability. That's what we basically need when it comes to using a sniper, and not just any sniper, but the Call 98 as a whole. Just in case you want to hit like a pop-up bow and then go right back under. It's like the Call 98 is pretty much built for that. For the optic, make sure you put on the sniper scope. There's no other scope in my opinion that's able to go hand in hand except the variable. But some of the scopes, like the glint, is just obviously just not there. I don't know why, but some of the scopes, the glint is just not there. Also for the reticle, make sure you put on the cross thread or just something very small, so that way you're able to see the head more clearly. And then for the red grip, make sure you put on triple grip tape for the ADS speed. Like I said again, you don't really need aim stability on these guns, well, on this gun specifically. So make sure you all try this Call 98 class setup. This is one of the most used Call 98 class setups. So let's get straight up into the last and final class setup. For the final class setup, we are using the BREN. The BREN has been one of the most used guns, especially in Rebirth and Caldera as a whole. Make sure you put on the MX silencer. You can put on the MX silencer, or if you are not able to control that, make sure you just put on the FA stabilizer. But the MX silencer, like I said, for long range weapons, I would like to be more like suppressed silence, mainly unknown. Is because I don't want them to know where I'm shooting from. Like, I just want to tag them, finish them, and I'm out. But for the barrel, make sure you put on the Queen 705 Royal. And the reason I'm saying this because, like I said, bullet velocity, reduced weight gun bar, damage does not diminish over range, and highly accurate and controllable. We do not need no movement or ADS time because we are not using this in short range, close combat. We are using this in medium to long range. For the optic, make sure you put on a 2.5, and the reason why I'm saying the 2.5 because 2.5 is the best sight as of this time, as of this moment. This gun, like every gun long range 2.5 absolutely broken. Now for the stock, make sure you put on the Queen's model 11BH, and the reason why I'm saying to put that on is because accuracy, flinch resistance, recoil control, and aim stability. Basically, when y'all trading shots with somebody, the flinch resistance automatically just stops everything that's going on, which is absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. Now, like I said, the cover for the full grip for recoil control, hip fire accuracy. For the magazine, make sure you put it on this magazine when it comes down to the BREN. Now, make sure for the red grip, make sure you use a polymer for the also another stack of flinch resistance, basically allowing you to just absolutely just go crazy. Just go crazy when it comes to trading shots. For the perks, this is all personal preference. I am using sleight of hand because I like to reload fast. It's like gunfights, but usually I would put on tight grip or brace to lower the recoil. Tight grip is basically like I feel like it's the best one for the BREN because you are consistently shooting. And then for the perk 2, make sure you put on fully loaded, just because you're using the AR, and especially the fire rate is kind of crazy. So make sure you put on fully loaded for the last setup. What's going on, y'all? It's Kid. We're gonna have a brand new video for guys today. Now in today's video, I will be giving away the top 5 best loadouts to ever use inside Warzone as a whole, Caldera, Rebirth. No matter what you're using, this is the best class setups to actually use. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you hit the notification bell to never miss a video when I post or upload. And if you want another top 5, make sure you comment down below when, where, and I'll do it. I'm out. Enjoy the class setups.